Hey, how you doing? Man, beautiful museum, beautiful. I just love the exhibits here at the Civil Rights Museum. And speaking of civil rights, I got a story to tell. And since we're in the Civil Rights Museum, what better story than to tell about race? Because sometimes we can assume something that's not necessarily that way. Years ago, coming out of my addiction, I went to work for Super Fresh. That was in Westminster, Maryland, about 30 to 60 minutes outside of Baltimore. You see, I really needed this job. Coming out of addiction, coming out the streets, trying to turn my life around, I enjoyed working for this organization. Well, it was crazy because I wouldn't eat lunch or take breaks with the guys at work. And you got to remember, I'm the only African American that I know of working in the store, and I was the only one definitely working at night. Well, it's funny because after working for the store for a couple months, a guy comes through that I never saw before. Ended up being one of the best friends in the world. His name is Tom Rayner. And it was funny because Tom Rayner came through break time and was like, break. And I kept on working through break. Tom came back at lunchtime. He was like, lunchtime. And I just looked at him and was like, okay, and didn't go to lunch. Tom came back. Tom was like, look, this is a union job. I'm your shop steward. I've been out of work and I'm back. And why you not taking your lunch? You have to take your breaks and your lunch. And I proceeded to tell Tom, hey Tom, the store manager told me I was too slow. So I'm trying to keep my work up so I won't lose this job. Tom was like, too slow? What? Like, man, you doing half the store almost by yourself. I was like, well, that's what he said. He's like, come on, let's go talk to him, because I got something to say. That's the first time I seen the fury in Tom Rayner. Seen it a whole lot often, but it was the first time that Tom came up for an issue for me. We go over to talk to the store manager. Tom said, man, he said that you said he was too slow. That's why that man not taking lunch or breaks. And the store manager looked like, I said, yeah, remember when I first started, you told me I was too slow. He was like, oh yeah, you never made it out the soup aisle. And I was like, well, that's all you told me to do. So that's what I did. I did the soup aisle, put the candy and all that stuff up. I said, I cleaned the shelves off, turned everything around, everything looking good. He's like, yeah, it looked real good. But no, when you finish the soup aisle, you're supposed to go help with the juice aisle and then go over and help everybody else and then finish in baby food. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. He was like, you know what? I meant to tell you that, but I got a phone call. Remember I said, yeah, you did get a phone call and walked away after you said what you said. So Tom's like, man, come on, man. You ain't taking lunch. Come on. So when I walk into the break area with all the guys, everybody's like, what? He gonna eat lunch with us? And Tom had to tell him the story, and we all rolled about it. I'm not gonna tell you what they said about the store manager, but it was some fun conversation. The moral of the story is, those guys thought me, Victor Michael Vincent Jr., was racist because I wouldn't eat lunch with them, that I didn't like to be around white people. And that was far from the truth. I formed the greatest relationship with Tom. Tom took me out of that store and got me to be a food broker and a sales rep. The rest of the guys I ended up playing basketball with, paintball, fishing. Man, I had a great time living in Westminster, Maryland, and these were a great group of guys. So once again, the moral of the story is, sometimes what you think it may be, it just might not be. So think about it. Once again, I am Victor Michael Vincent Jr. I'm your reentry expert down here at the Civil Rights Museum, and I had a story to tell. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.